come.
What is up, Packer fans? We are back in the house. I gotta say,
The new intro.
do you like it better or worse or the same than the normal intro?
That was different.
Yeah, a little bit. I liked it.
Oh.
I liked it.
I didn't put any thought into it. I just opened my mouth and I couldn't remember what I usually say, and so I just said that. So Kevin King is back in the NFL for the first time since 2021. It got me thinking. I mean, first of all, did the Packers miss out because Kevin King was available for the taking and the Falcons snatched him right from under our noses? But it also got me thinking, are there former Packers out there who you would be interested to see back in Green Bay? Any of them?
I'm going to say no. Including Kevin King.
What about if you expanded to coaches? Would you take Mike Smith back?
I think so, yeah. No offense to the guys we have, which we have a lot of guys working that front, but I mean, we could always use one more, right? Can never have enough pass rusher coaches. I think that's the same.
Enough pass rusher specialist coaches.
Love it.
Um,
Jamal Williams. Just to set a really big time tone at running back. Like, you want to enjoy not tackling two guys? How about three?
the thing with bringing back Jamal Williams now is that the running back room is finally, like, I don't want to say that it's empty because we have, like, Josh Jacobs should be great. We have A.J. Dillon. But it feels thinner at running back right now than it has been in a while. So I guess it makes more sense now than it previously did.
Just sign him, draft another big, all bigs. Hashtag team all bigs at running back.
I'll find somebody.
Isn't there room, though, for a Mr. Dylan Laube? Ooh,
Yeah, but then it ruins
big.
the bit. That ruins
Estime
the bit,
is big.
man. Yeah, Estime's big. Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen is huge. Actually,
Yeah.
he's 6 foot 235.
Right.
Did you see the picture of Braylon Allen with Derrick Henry, though?
I know.
Braylon Allen looks puny. It's like all the comps of him being Derrick Henry, you see them side by side. It's like he is not Derrick Henry in any way, shape, or form.
I think there are some offensive linemen who Derrick Henry makes look puny.
Yeah, I was gonna say Derrick Henry is what is like DJ Burns from NC State. Basically, everybody was getting on about him from NC State in the tournament. Oh, he should play offensive tackle. It's like, no, we have one. He's playing running back. It's insane. So
the biggest, like, true running back who's not a fullback by weight is Braylon Allen, but Kendall Milton is an eighth of an inch taller than him and 10 pounds lighter. Kendall Milton out of Georgia.
220 plus. 220 plus.
Jonathan Brooks is not too small. 6 foot 216.
Yeah,
He doesn't run small either.
it's true. It's true.
I've been trying to get us to do like an all offense draft for a while. We could do this, and it would give us so many opportunities to draft running backs.
That's a good point.
You know what I have here too?
I'm drafting 11 offensive linemen. The rest of the league can come beg. To get some.
Here's the thing: you can draft 11 offensive linemen, and I can as well, because there's so many that there's still going to be leftover good offensive linemen after you and I both draft 22 of them.
It's probably
Check
true,
this out.
honestly.
I just wanted you guys to see. I have everybody's elusiveness rating.
Let's
right
go,
here.
baby.
So
There
we
it
can
is.
sort it by elusiveness rating, and the most elusive guy is Keelan Robinson.
Yes, with his 8 carries, 7 carries. Love that.
He
by the way.
had 12.
12 carries.
12
There it
amazing
is.
carries.
So if you're looking for the first guy who cracks 200 carries, it's Isaiah Davis. So I really like elusiveness of 138.3.
Absolute jump cut machine at South Dakota State. You watch him, it's like a 7-yard run. It's got 4 jump cuts. It's actually hilarious. He's just like, oh yeah, you're not tackling me. You're not tackling me. You're not tackling me. It's honestly some of the silliest stuff you'll watch, but it's so much
It's
fun.
goofy stuff that'll never work in the pros, but it's fun to watch in college.
Yes, 100%. He will have to do more than that, but at the same time, you just want to like, all right, you know what, tonight I just want to go enjoy and watch some guy play ball. Like that's the guy. Just at running back, just go enjoy. He is a blast.
So here's one to consider. So everybody, of course, has talked about Isaac Garendo, and his speed score is 125. So if you're looking for a guy who's both big, I mean, he's 6 foot 221, big and fast, maybe Garendo's your guy.
Yeah, I mean Benson
Maybe.
Broom right there, and Jalen Wright being there as well. I mean that's pretty nice. Also, Kamani Vidal. Yes.
Rev Trev says it seems like the Packers really like Emmanuel Wilson, but Braylon Allen would be sweet. Here's my thing with Braylon Allen is I just think, and it's nice that he's so young. How old is he? He's not even 20
very
and a
young,
half
yeah.
years old.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
So that's nice because I
insane.
just don't think that he's really like NFL ready yet.
Right.
I just think that he has like a lot of development left. So
The problem, and then the problem is their development, because I watched him and I just saw AJ Dillon, and we watched AJ Dillon be AJ Dillon the entire time he was here. I mean, there wasn't really growth. It's just AJ Dillon. So are we just going to get that again, or is he going to eventually figure it out? I don't know, but you get a guy like that has the physical attributes but doesn't have the vision and whatnot. It's like, why are we doing this all over again?
Yeah.
So my bottom line with him is I would take him. I just think there's other teams that would take him earlier than I would take him.
That's
Right.
Yeah. I like
So that's the whole problem. He's not like somebody I would not want on the team. I just
yeah.
Garendo
Dang.
really does make sense from a Packers perspective. I mean, you're talking 6 foot 221, RAS through the roof. I mean, I just feel like Gutekunst is he definitely checks every single box with flying colors. It's just a matter of whether or not they like his running style or whatnot. But I mean, he just screams Gutekunst guy.
Yeah. 100%. And he and that's the other thing. Like Packer fans, you want a Badger running back. He was a Badger running
Yeah,
back.
exactly. There you
So,
go.
it's
There's your compromise.
Yeah. There you go. We get to the Badger fans get a little bone through.
He'll be like Russell Wilson. You know, he played there for like 5 snaps, but you still claim him.
That's so
So-
true.
So here's a fun one, and I know that this is like kind of old news, Jalen Wright, but taking out our 12 carry guy at
We love him.
11.2 yards
Love
per
him.
carry. Highest yard per carry is 7.43, and yards per carry is something that seems to correlate relatively well between college and the pros.
You know, I've seen Marshawn Lloyd at the top of your list pretty much every time you've sorted it. I just want to point that out. He's also 5'9" is short, but I don't think that matters. He's another one that's short but stocky, 220.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be pretty nice. And yeah, every time you sort it, I just keep seeing his name at the top. They're like third from the top.
Yep.
Oodles of burst.
Yeah.
Some of the things so I really liked Marshawn Lloyd early on, and then I've kind of cooled on him a bit over time. part of it has to do with he's just really old. He's over 23 years old already,
Sure.
which for a running back is like, add 2 more years to that. So he also has a pretty extensive injury history. And then in terms of his contributions in the pass game, it's not a ton. He's got 1.18 receptions per game. His yards per route run is low even for running backs at 1.22.
Yeah.
Rating when targeted is decent, 114.4, but they didn't use him a ton in the passing game, and so that to me just kind of lowers his overall value a bit.
Yeah. Looks like age, ACL, and fumbles, which are not a good combination.
Yeah.
So that would be the only reason, that trio right there would be the only knock against him.
Right.
I mean, on paper, he's great, but again, one of those things is like the older players should kind of rank near the top. And
Right.
so,
It's true.
was Marshawn Lloyd at age, 21, how well did he compare to Jalen Wright?
That's that whole breakout age thing.
Yeah, which I don't think some people don't like that at all. Like when you bring that up, but it's kind of like if you're good, we're gonna figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like if you're good, like it's kind of that simple. And I know, and again, there obviously it's not perfect, right? There's nothing that's perfect in that regard, but very often you'll be able to figure out like, okay, this guy's got the potential to be an NFL player very early on. Like it's very possible. So yeah, I think Lloyd didn't get targeted a lot, that's for sure. I think part of it is, that Kingsbury offense. Oh man. Trying to watch Caleb, trying to watch a couple of USC offensive linemen, trying to watch Lloyd and the receivers. It's just like kind of like, man, Kingsbury, bro. I hate this so much. I really hate it. But I will say, like, I do think Lloyd in Green Bay, I mean, if the offensive line is built well, right, and I think we expect them to continue to add to that, with how explosive the Packers' passing offense was, I feel like Lloyd would get a lot of advantageous boxes, be able to take advantage of the burst he has, be able to rip off some 10, 15, 20-yard runs. Like, I do think that is what makes it enticing to draft someone like him. You can obviously get the same thing out of Wright and the other guys, but I think it's just it just feels like another year at running back where I have no clue how that the NFL is going to stack these guys.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the crazy thing too, because I was just going to ask you, like, as far as value, based on where they're supposed to be drafted, but it's kind of hard to sort them out,
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at like Draft Buzz, and they've got Marshawn Lloyd 6, and they've got like Garendo 11. Like, if that's how it falls, it's not even really close. Who's the better value?
Yeah, I agree. I think if you get, if you're getting like estimated discount, if you're getting Garendo to discount, Tracy, I know everybody really likes him now, like after the combine, right? He's exciting. Converted wide receiver to running back.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're getting guys, that you like equal to like third round picks a lot later, it's like the value you're getting there. To me, I know he's not. I don't think he's. Yeah, the Mafi threshold does not like Mr. Kamani Vidal from Troy. But I'm a huge fan of him. And he pass blocks pretty well too.
Height. He's 5'7".
Yeah, it is. And like, but he pass blocks his butt off. Really like that about him. I think he's one of the more athletic, running backs overall when you watch him. You get someone like that. You get someone like Rasheen Ali, who I think runs different, has different kind of bursts than everybody who was down in Mobile, even though he practiced one day. Blake Watson's kind of got that type of explosiveness too. Like, I just don't think, I hope Goody's looking at this and going, okay, we have a big tier of guys we like here. No problem. We're going to, just kind of wait for them to come off the board. We'll take what's left. We feel really comfortable with that rather than going like, we got to be first. We got to be first. Got to be first to take one. Which if Brooks is your guy and you want to take him first, power to you. And the ACL heals and he's, who we think he is, excellent. But I think there are positions that we all would all agree that are spots where you go like, we need some, not to go so need heavy, but like,
oh, you're just trying to trigger me, aren't you? You're trying to get me to go on a Packers won't draft for need rant, aren't you?
Maybe.
you mentioned a couple minutes ago getting Estimate at a discount. I'm curious, where would you start calling it a discount on Estimate?
Day 3 for sure. Which I don't think is out of the question, to be honest. I just don't. I think if we were to prognosticate, right, if we were to guess, you would assume that Brooks, Benson, and Wright are probably going on day 2, right? I think we would probably all agree there.
That whoa. You think Wright is going ahead of Estimate?
Yeah, I do.
Oh no, I don't think so at all. I like Wright, but I mean, there's a big 3 running backs.
JJ, what does Brooks, the NFL value?
Brooks.
What does the NFL passing? Value?
Huh? Passing? Receiving?
No, in the run game. In the run game. Explosive runs. They're just, I know. Should he be drafted ahead of him? You could have that conversation.
Ryan, how bored are you by the conversation of Estimate versus Wright? Because I feel like, at least at one point in history, you didn't like either one of those guys. Is this supreme?
I mean, I find it interesting just because I kind of want to be sold, especially on Estimate. But I mean, I think that's fair because Estimate does feel like more of a guy that you could rely on, where Jalen Wright is just that home run hitter, which I want to roll my eyes at. But everybody looks at Miami and San Francisco, these guys that have had those 23-mile-an-hour running backs, and they want to be that, and they think Jalen Wright can help them be that. Yep. So it is kind of interesting to see how that'll shake out. I'm looking at NFL, the mock draft database. They got Jalen Wright 4th. Estimate is 5th or 7th. And same with Draft Buzz. They have Jalen Wright 2nd behind Jonathan Brooks. Estimate is 7th. Yeah. And then just looking at that robot scouting report I put together, it says Estimate is projected to be a day 3 pick.
They did this, JJ, remember, they did this with another Notre Dame running back not too long ago. Right, they're like, oh my gosh, look how slow he ran. Can't take him in the top 150.
Wait, I'm trying to
now he's doing. Are you trying to guess, or you want me?
Is it Kyron Williams?
It is, yeah.
Dang, I'm so proud I figured that out.
So, like,
I was such a big Kyron hater, so
they might do it again.
Is kind of on par here.
They might do it again. Like the NFL might do it again.
Man,
don't forget. Right. Well, Trey Sermon and Tyrion Davis Price were 3rd-round picks.
Okay, but the 49ers are idiots. Trey Sermon should not have been a 3rd-round pick. And I say that as an Ohio State fan. 49ers. Loved Trey Sermon as a college player. They were idiots.
Tankathon draft order full. 3rd round.
So we got a couple questions I wanted to get
Pick
to.
94. Jalen Wright. Don't rule it out.
Rev Trev asks, which Packers pick would you feel comfortable taking Braylon Allen at? And I would say if we took him earlier than the 5th round, I would feel sad. If we took him in the 5th round, I think I'd be like, all right, fine. I probably would be like, hey, nice if we took him in the 6th. So
yeah, certainly day 3. I struggle with it. I mean, it's one of those things, if we get him, it's kind of like, okay, cool. He's that big banger guy. Like, you start imagining all the things that he could be, and you can get yourself excited about it. But I don't know if I've ever been so underwhelmed with a Wisconsin running back before. It just, all the hype, he just, in my mind, does not live up to any of it. I mean, and again, he reminds me of Dylan, where, yes, he has a big body. He doesn't use it. He doesn't have the power that he should for the size that he is. He doesn't run with that. I watched Dylan Laube. He has more power in my mind than Braylon Allen because he's a short dude that knows how to get low and drive through people, where Braylon Allen is just this big dude that slams into a guy, thinks it's going to do something, and it just annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah, I think that, like, the thing that annoys me with Braylon, you kind of hit on it there, is, like, I don't think he's, like, a great prospect on his own, but he has so much, like, legacy Wisconsin running back status that everybody's like, well, come on, he's like the next guy in the line of Jonathan Taylor and company. And
which is very hit or miss to begin with. I mean, so many Wisconsin guys are massively hyped, way more than Braylon Allen. And I would say the hit rate's depending on where you put the scale, it's got to be less than 50%. I mean, most of these guys are not super great.
Yeah, like Melvin Gordon had like a crazy good year.
A season, yeah.
And then like one more that was like, yeah, I guess that's fine. And then Jonathan Taylor, again, had like one great year. And then since then, it's kind of been crap.
Yeah.
It's insane to think that Melvin Gordon went 15th.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. Way more hype. I mean, some of these guys are like generational, and it just.
Well, and that was the
nothing.
Ezekiel Elliott year too. And
I mean, the question might even be
before that.
Which Wisconsin Badger has lived up to their draft hype, or even where they got drafted would be maybe a better question.
Are you saying like at any position, or like we?
No, I'm just talking running back.
Okay, because like the Watts obviously take that hands down.
Oh yeah, no. I just mean the running backs, because that's the thing. There's always this big legacy of Wisconsin running backs, which is great, but I feel like they never live up to the hype, even if they're kind of good. Maybe Jonathan Taylor, maybe.
Yeah,
but it's still a question of like, can he kind of get back to form?
I'm looking at a blog post trying to answer this question. And since I'm not like a Badger guy, I gotta admit, like, I don't even know some of these names. But the last three big name guys who were drafted were, of course, Taylor and Gordon, and then James White in the 4th round.
White was a Patriot for a while, like a backup.
And then genuinely, you go one pick before that. The name Monty Ball does not even ring a bell.
Monty Ball, big time. And that was a huge. He was going to be something special.
Yep.
Got Michael Bennett, 2001.
Like long history of great college running backs.
Yeah.
2000, you had Ron Dane to the Giants, 11th overall.
Yep. It's funny, they're known for like running backs and offensive line, and some of the offensive line are actually really good, but they're better off with like linebackers and pass rushers than anything else, and they don't get nearly as much hype for that.
It's true. You don't hear a lot of people talking about how solid Leo Chanel is playing.
Right. The linebackers there have been incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. TJ Edwards.
Even when they succeed, nobody knows their name.
This article is trying to say that Jonathan Taylor is the best Wisconsin running back. I mean, it's just the author's opinion, but
I mean, of the guys you listed, that's probably true.
In the NFL, yeah, I guess.
I mean, Gordon had a shot, but like you said, it was so short-lived. I think he had a bunch of injuries and stuff. It was just not good at all.
Yeah.
The article is kind of implying that it's like a, non-ranked 1 and 2 of Jonathan Taylor, and then Ron Dane.
Well, Ron Dane, you gotta go.
College Football Hall of Famer.
Gotta go back a ways.
Yeah, drafted in 2000. So, anyways, so yeah, Braylon Allen. I'm whelmed with him. How's that? Yeah. Whelmed.
Love it.
Tyler, why are you talking about Joe Thomas?
Well, he lived up to hype, that's for sure, but not a running back.
Tyler did have a question, though. Did I see Ray Davis had a visit? So let's look at the visits, actually, because this is fun. So, first of all, I just happen to have it already filtered to the guys they've had multiple visits with.
Go get Kool-Aid.
I want to look at something dumb with Kool-Aid in a second, but first, so this is the list of everybody they've had multiple visits with. So we got 2 for Kool-Aid, 2 for Edger and Cooper, 2 for Max Melton,
dude,
2 for Jermaine Burton.
Let's go.
They're getting all the guys here.
Let's go.
2 for Braylon Allen, although
might as well.
I think the local pro day invite like barely counts.
Kind of
it's like
1.5.
You get some freebies for locals, yeah.
It's basically like if you don't invite them to that, you're just being a dude.
Kind
of like, hey,
you're not that guy.
So Trayvon Wallace. Oh, somebody sent me a question earlier. Whoever it was who sent me the question, hope you're listening to this right now. Somebody asked me where Trayvon Wallace is projected. 138 right now. There's the answer to your question. Christian Boyd, 3 visits.
Dang.
Yeah.
Christian Boyd has been catching my attention. I am intrigued.
I've got his RAS if you are looking for it.
Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
I believe I saw it at like 306.
Oh, well, all right, never mind. Here, wait a minute.
So I saw someone shared it today, and I gotta find it.
Ouch.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. It's
fine.
That's
not
like
like That's not an official.
Because
Kentley Platt has, I think he said he has 2,000 2024 prospects in his database already, which is blowing my mind.
Wow. I thought I saw someone share it.
While you're looking at Mr. 306, who I'm no longer interested in, Tanner Bortolini, who the Packers are going to draft.
Yeah, baby.
2.5 local pro day invite. So 3, but Travis Glover. So this one's interesting. So they met with him at the pro day. They invited him to do a 30 visit, and then he had some personal thing that came up, and he had to cancel it. And he said that he's trying to reschedule with the Packers, but that the rescheduled visit has not happened yet. So tentative. Yeah. Kamani Vidal, 2 visits. CJ Hansen, we know there's been multiple visits, but it's very murky what it is. This is the guy, though, that Luke Butkus met with at his pro day. So at least 2, and we think there's a third one, but we're not sure when. Guard Doug Nestor, met with him twice. Safety Omar Brown, and then kicker Braden Narvison they met with twice, which I just find interesting. I looked up this dude's stats. Dude, first of all, like, I don't think there's any point in trying to look at what a kicker did in college and project whether they can be good in the pros, because there's no correlation at all. But if you ever wanted to be excited about a guy, don't look at Braden's stats in college. I'll just say that. Don't look at him. That's all you need. Just talk yourself into he's got a cool sounding name. All right? There you go. So, all right, I'm going to remove the filter here. And so we're just looking at the visits, right? Oh, before we do that, let's do the Kool-Aid thing. Okay. Here's the Kool-Aid thing. Let's see. Filter to less than or equal to 32. We're going to get the consensus first rounders, and then we're going to sort by RAS. So check this out. So there's 10 guys in this class who do not have an RAS. 5 of them are quarterbacks. The other 5 are Marvin Harrison Jr., who didn't do any agilities at all, or like any drills. Brock Bowers, who's banged up. J.C. Latham didn't do anything. Jackson Powers Johnson didn't do anything. And Jerzon Newton didn't do anything. Outside of that, the lowest RAS for all but 2 guys is a 9.23. Look at how athletic the first round is. And then you got Dallas Turner at 8.85 and Kool-Aid at 7.55. And seeing that right there just made me hope that Kool-Aid is not like the one guy we go after in the first round.
It makes me hope it. I just don't athleticism stuff. Guy. Throw the ceiling swings for Goody. Knock it off. Go get a good player.
You know what's stupid?
That's what
I hate it.
Zig when everybody zags. This is the perfect time. Grab the good guys.
Didn't Kool-Aid have his RAS really that low? What did he fail at? Because I thought as soon as he ran his stuff, everybody was like, "Oh, we're not getting him anymore." Let me pull that up real quick.
Really not.
Kool-Aid McKinstry. This is not the right one.
This RAS thing takes forever to load.
Yeah. Oh, you're pulling it up right now?
Yeah, it does.
Trying. It's just loading and loading.
40 seconds is usually a good number.
There we go. Cool. We should do it.
Here, you want to share it?
755.
Cool and the game.
What did he suck at?
Everything. He ran a 4.47. He's 5'11", and his explosion was okay. His vert was a 34.5, which is less than a 5 out of 10, and then his broad jump was 10.1, which is 5.79.
So do you think a Jones fracture would hurt those numbers at all?
Wait, what did you say his 40 was, Brian?
4.47.
I have him as running a 4.37 at one point.
He did. That was his pro day, wasn't it? Wasn't that the whole thing? He ran it as pro day. He ran hurt, and he ran like a blazing fast thing, and that's when everyone's like, yeah.
Oh,
I don't have a single pro day number for anybody except for Audric Estime. So it was not that.
I thought he ran the 4.37 at the junior pro day last year. That's where I thought they got that number.
I swear, it was like maybe it was an old video and everyone just started circulating it. Either way, I mean, if he ran that last year, that's what he runs. So nobody gives a crap that he ran a 4.47 when he's got an injury.
Right.
Especially like, I don't know, the trying to do the vert and pushing off that much with the broad and vert while you have a Jones fracture.
Why even do
seems
that?
Like
I don't
not
understand.
Ideal. Yeah, seems not ideal to me.
Ryan, can you tweak his RAS? Give him a 4.37 for his 40 and see what that does.
Let me.
Oh, Mike Hebring, aka Packer super fan.
Kool-Aid never ran a 4.37 in his life. That piece of garbage. All right, how do I edit this here?
You gotta scroll down and it's like options.
Other options.
And it says which numbers, and it's like official numbers or custom numbers.
Oh, official, enter custom. 40 is 4.
So put it at 4.37. What's his RAS go up to?
Apply. 8.11, just for that one change. And that assumes that, like, explosion doesn't go way up and everything else. And his 20-yard split doesn't go up.
So I'm actually going to change it to that in my database then, because my database already says he runs a 4.37. So it's stupid to... too old for this.
He gotcha.
Oh, man.
What did he say?
Off topic, but people who ignore right of ways, that's the wrong right. Right of ways at intersections to be nice.
Bears are good as a foul language.
Piss me off more than people who think the Bears are good. See, this is why you got to do what I do. See, I used to live in a city, and then I got mugged, and then I got my car stolen.
Did you?
Screw that. And so I moved out into the country where nobody lives out here. No traffic. It's great. Yeah, I got mugged.
Or just slow down, right? If you think it's going to be close, if you think it's going to be a tie, right, and you're kind of worried about it being a tie, just slow down. Just let them stop first. Easy. Easy work. Be nice before the right-of-way happens.
He says apparently Bears are good is foul language.
Oh, well. It is around here. You take that potty mouth elsewhere. Too old for this.
You shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. All right, so...
This Kool-Aid thing is driving me nuts, man. I'm going to lose my mind.
What's driving you nuts?
I think it really just was... Because I saw an article that said he ran a sub 4.5 with a Jones fracture. I think that is like when everybody was like, oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was the 4.47.
Yeah.
So if you Google...
We don't need to get stuck on it on the stream. I'm just, I don't know. I think that's what it was, though.
3 different websites that both say he has run a 4.37. Now, they could all be referencing each other, but one of them is NFLDraftScout.com, which is just a fantastic...
Mm-hmm.
You know what ticks me off? Somebody is squatting on NFL. Wait, what is it? No, draftprospects.com. Someone's just squatting on it and they want like $30,000. They're not doing anything with it, and I just want to punch them.
Bunch of jerks.
So, yeah, apparently people believe that he ran a 4.37 at one point, and you know what? Who cares?
It's going to end up being like Jaden Reed, where you look at his 40 and the Packers are like, no, dude, that's not his 40. That's not his speed. You're stupid.
It's like, turn it on. Go watch them.
Right.
And like, honestly, there are just so many. And I get like people are like worried about the long speed on film and the recovery speed sometimes. There's so many darn reps where you're like, you're clicking through the plays, right? Or you're kind of, if you're on caddies, you're like, I don't need to see the end zone view when I'm watching the corner, so you skip ahead. But it's like every time you're skipping ahead, you're kind of like, oh, well, he covered him there.
Yeah.
Oh, covered him there. Covered him there. Covered him. This is so boring.
Just fast forward, yeah.
It's kind of like, well, scouting report. No one was open. And that's it. And it's like, it's kind of almost that easy.
Yeah, nobody threw it his way, so I couldn't see anything because he blanketed everybody. So I guess that's it.
And then the year before, he wouldn't let anybody catch the ball at the catch point. Like 16 pass breakups in 2022. So it's like when they do throw his way, he's right there. Yeah. And I could just imagine that's what one of the guys pitching to Goody in the room right now, or already had done that, right? And Goody wants to do all these checks, right? Top 30, check him out the pro day. And they're just one guy just kind of goes, "Listen, I know what else you want here." This is the guy.
And that's where it makes sense too, because it's like you don't have that verification with the injury. You can't see it at the combine, so it's like we got to get him in here and just check this stuff out.
Yeah,
which I appreciate, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have like a pretty hard crush on Kool-Aid, and I'm gonna usually I kind of like people, but it's whatever. I'm really starting to be like, please get Kool-Aid.
And I know that once there's going to be a section of Packers fans that are like, why are you taking the corner round one? There's a lot of O-line. It's like, hey, there's 10 picks left, Joe. There
and
are
a lot of offensive
left.
linemen.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
It's like Rain Man. There's lots of them.
If you don't take one in round one, you don't get any good ones.
Yeah, right.
It's like, man, we got 4 more picks top 100. All right.
Goody screwed us again. There goes the Super Bowl.
Oh, I was
the
just
draft
reading an
is 1 round.
I was reading an article today. It was on the 33rd team, and so it's got all these comments from other freaking GMs, and the topic is, our NFL teams giving up on young quarterbacks too quickly, or should they consider sitting them a bit? And so, of course, the big topic comes up hey, what about the fact that Pat Mahomes sat for a year and Jordan Love sat for 3 years? What should we do with that information? And all these there's 2 AFC GMs who are like, well, I think I bet Brian Gutekunst, keeps himself up at night thinking man, would I rather have Jordan Love or would I rather have a Super Bowl? Because I bet if he would have drafted an elite wide receiver, he would have had a elite, a Super Bowl win. And
sounds
it's
Tannenbaum.
First of all, which wide receiver should he have taken? Second,
they should have traded up for Jefferson, because he definitely didn't inquire about that or wasn't planning on taking.
Yeah, I'm sure Brian Gutekunst
just got picked in front of him.
Freaking sits awake at night knowing he nailed the quarterback position for the 3rd in a row, and he's just sitting there going, "Oh, I could have had T. Higgins." It's stuff like that that makes me remember that these guys don't have any idea what they're doing. Holding them in reverence is so stupid.
As of right now, is T. Higgins still a Bengal?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We all assume he's not going to stay a Bengal. There's all this bull crap about, the Packers should have drafted T. Higgins, ignoring the fact that the Bengals basically probably have no intention of re-signing T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's not a wide receiver 1. He's a wide receiver 2, and they have a wide receiver 1 to pay.
Yep.
Right.
And they can draft a wide receiver 2 in this class for $20 million less right now.
Yep.
It's, I don't know.
And he's a good wide receiver too, but the idea that was going to win us a Super Bowl is the dumbest thing ever. There were so many issues. Look at the offensive line. Look at the fact that they couldn't move the ball. Rodgers couldn't throw to any of his wide receivers, including Devontae, and he doesn't like to throw to young guys. And oh my good Lord,
Jair out here having a game of his life, and you're not capitalizing on it, man.
Yeah.
Goodness sakes, Jair's doing everything he possibly can. Help him out.
I got another rant too. So
do it.
I know that you guys are tired of me talking about hey, the Packers should be considering drafting a wide receiver this year.
You click it.
Nope, I got my hands up.
All right, I'll click it.
All right. I know you guys are getting tired of me talking about this. Okay. The reason that it's on my mind is because of all the people who argue with me on Twitter about how stupid it would be to draft a wide receiver. And their argument is, well, but the guys we already have are good. And I would just like to say, back when you guys were pissed off that the Packers were never drafting wide receivers early, okay, is because Goody liked MVS and Lazard and EQ and the guys who were on the roster. And he's like, no, we don't need to upgrade over those. This is literally why you don't draft for need in that way. You don't go, oh, we're set at wide receiver because everybody who was here last year, showed some promise for the future. Get out of my face with that. Draft the best guy if he's a wide receiver, which he probably is because there's a trillion good wide receivers in this class. Oh, well, dang, are we going to have to cut Samori Toure so we can add a first or second round wide receiver? Boo-hoo. We're going to have to cut Bo Melton. I like Bo Melton. Would you rather have Bo Melton or Justin Jefferson?
By the way, too old for this has a good point. We can settle this once and for all. Send T. Higgins to the Jets, and let's see if they win the Super Bowl.
Yep. And with that pick, the Bengals shall draft an offensive lineman.
Yep.
And they'll take Fatanu at 10.
We're going to finally come full
Cook
circle on that Jamar Chase versus Penei Sewell meme.
Yep.
Oh, yes. The best.
By the way, so this whole, the draft for need crowd, here's what blows my mind, is that the draft for need crowd will argue to you that there is a scenario in which you should not draft Patrick Mahomes. And I just want to say,
yes,
if you ever find yourself in the position where you're saying, no, yeah, actually passing on Patrick Mahomes or Justin Jefferson or Devontae Adams is the right move, that should be your wake-up call to you, that you need to just shut your mouth.
That you're one of the bad guys.
And stop saying stupid stuff.
The Bengals in 2017, we got Andy Dalton. We're fine.
One of the
John Ross, baby.
You're one of the baddies.
Okay.
There's a few football players in history that you should never argue against drafting. You should never try and make the case that we shouldn't draft Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers if you have the opportunity, or Peyton Manning, right? If you have the opportunity and you pass on them, which, by the way, I think the Bears pass on all those guys except for Peyton Manning because he won one overall.
They pass on almost every great quarterback in history. Yeah.
They pass it on this year, folks.
You know how I know? Because they've never had a good quarterback.
QB1 for me this year in the draft is whoever the Bears don't take.
Yeah.
Best situation that they're going to. Like if Drake maybe becomes a Viking, yeah, there's your QB1. Like I don't.
So I actually put this together because somebody asked me, how many quarterbacks as talented as Caleb Williams have the Bears had an opportunity to draft in the first round besides Aaron Rodgers and CJ Stroud? And so I did the research for this person because they didn't want to do their own research. Ready?
That's how that
Patrick
goes.
is immediate.
Since 2000, the Bears have passed on drafting Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Andy Dalton, Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett, Joe Flacco, Jimmy G, Colin Kaepernick, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud. And then they traded up for Mitch Trubisky instead of Deshaun Watson or Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes and Watson were the easy ones, right? Because they drafted one in that draft.
I'm so happy
they traded up to get the only wrong one.
It's like, all right, man, we got to move up from 3 to 2, baby. This is a can't miss move. Oh, it's funny because the Niners really didn't capitalize on it, but it's still a funny trade anyway.
That's about as bad too as not drafting CJ Stroud because you believe in Justin Fields. That's pretty rough too.
Listen, all right, something horrible has happened for the Packers. The Lions have stopped being stupid. Finally, for the first time. But the Bears are still idiots.
It's very possible.
I think the verdict is still out on all three teams. I want to see. After what the Lions did last year, the Vikings, I don't think they've made a good move since the new GM has got in there, as much as I hate to attack the data community. That dude hasn't done jack. We'll see what he does with this quarterback situation. And the Bears are just a freaking dumpster fire.
Here's the weird thing with Kwesi's draft picks for the Vikings. I think like the highest RAS guy he's drafted was like a 5.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's only going for these unathletic guys, but he's like the analytics guy. And like all the analytics says that like the analytics or the athleticism is super overvalued.
Sure.
by GMs in the draft.
It's almost like he's trying to be too smart with his analytical stuff, you know? Like, let everybody else get the 9.9 RAS people because I know that they're stupid and I'm super smart, so I'm going to get the guy the tape guy that has like a 5 RAS. So he's just going too far in the other direction and getting guys that can't play football.
Yeah, it is interesting. I also did notice that all the guys that Kwesi drafted last year at least outperformed what I thought they were going to do. I mean, I know a lot of people liked Jordan Addison. I hated him. I think he was my 23rd wide receiver last year. I could not stand Jordan Addison. And he ended up having like a fine year for sure.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah. So, caught up in some comments. Oh, dang. Wait.
Tyler.
Keeping ahead to the front of the queue.
Ew.
$9.99 super chat. Tyler Dershel. Guys like Reed, Wicks, etc., who were better in 21 than 22. Who would be some guys Goody may take that fit the mold of being better in 22 than 23? I can answer this for you because Jaden Reed made me change my board. So check this out. What I have here is for all these guys, I have this column. It says 2022 PFF grade or OVR, but PFF grade. But it's really just the previous year. What, Jake?
I have a guy. Go ahead. I'll wait.
No, go ahead.
I'll wait. Raise my hand. This was someone said this, and I caught it like 2 weeks ago, and they were like, "Oh, this guy was much better in 22 and 23, and he fits like all the threshold stuff for Green Bay, I believe." Yeah, it's Brandon Coleman from TCU, offensive line, tackle/guard, 6'4.5", 313 at 9.97 RAS. The blocking was a lot better in 22. He was a great pass blocker until last year. Very weird 2023 for him. Very weird.
So we don't have a cone or shuttle for him.
We do not. No.
997 RAS. So he dropped 19.3 points on his PFF grade. His pass blocking was a 62.9. I mean, TCU, in a way, imploded this year.
Yeah, essentially.
But I don't know that I'm going to give him a pass for imploding just because all his teammates imploded. Rather, I guess his teammates didn't implode. They just lost a ton of great talent to the NFL. Forget what we were going for. Okay, so guys who had high grades last year who dipped this year. So Mayan Williams for Ohio State. Sibo Flemister out of Pitt.
That's
a name.
See?
Sibo Flemister.
Wow. Ragsdale dropped 32 points. That's crazy for North Texas. Let's look at some other positions here. Here we go. Chris Ottman-Bell dropped 15 points. Jacob Cowing they're up 7 points. That's not a very big gap. Tight end, let's see. Were there any good tight ends last year in this class? Brevin Spanford was good last year. He dropped 40 points. Wow. His receiving grade dropped to a 45.9. Good Lord. That's crazy. Marshall Martin the fourth out of Sacramento State. We're just gonna for a cheat code, we're gonna refer to this Mafi threshold column. So if you see a guy show up here that says true and he dropped a bunch from the previous year to this year, like that's just gonna be our cheat code. We're just gonna look for that and see if there's somebody who's like just the prototypical Packer, except that they dropped. Let's see. Offensive line, we got Brandon Coleman was your one guy. Justin, how do you say this guy's name? Diedick? Out of USC?
Is that an H? I can't see it.
Demonetized.
Oh, what happened to him?
What did you call Justin?
Roy Fatanu dropped 6 points.
Just send him over. Just send him on over.
D-line. Somebody's got to show up big here. This guy, Dwayne Carter, dropped 20 points out of Duke.
Please.
Dwayne Carter.
Please. Also, Johnny Newton just sitting up there like, nah, I'm always elite.
Wait, Mason Smith didn't used to go to Michigan, did he? He didn't transfer.
No.
Was he always at LSU?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of out of Michigan with a similar
There is
name?
a Mason Smith at Michigan. He's a defensive tackle, too. Right?
That's what I thought.
That sounds right, yeah.
Let's see here. We're going to sort by school. Actually, I could just sort by name. But Michigan.
Maybe I'm daydreaming that.
What am I filtering this by? I'm filtering it by something. Just going to go by name. Mason Smith, LSU. That's it.
Yeah, Mozzie Smith, obviously.
Mozzie Smith.
Okay. That's probably what it is.
Oh, Adam had it.
Yeah.
Wait, Adam Huddle has a 3-cone and a short shuttle for Coleman. Let's just plug these in. Let's just see what happens. Where's Coleman? We already got Coleman.
Just looking for another Mason.
Cone. He's got 7.4 and 4.62. That's I don't like that cone. I'll say that. So if
Cone
you do
doesn't
plug
like
those
you.
numbers in, it means like the Packers thresholds. I'm looking for sub 4.5 on the shuttle.
Michigan also has a Mason Graham. So
That's what I'm thinking of.
there
Mason
is that
Graham.
too.
That's what I'm thinking of.
I thought there was a guy who could have potential, or it was either like a guy to watch for 25, or could have declared. That's the guy. Yeah.
Definitely thinking of Mason Graham. That's definitely who it was. Ed, let's see who else dropped. Ooh, Jacoby Windman out of Michigan State. Now, Michigan State imploded hardcore this past year. So there was that. I mean, that's what happens when your head coach gets fired. Rondell Bothroyd. Never heard of him. Projected 549. That's
Wow, that's late.
Late undrafted free agency.
That's a late 12th.
Late 12. Ryan, how many 12th round picks do we have this year?
4.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm there.
Let's see.
I remember that, man. I was sitting at my grandma's floor watching the TV, just watching that ticker go by. That was my draft experience, and I swear it was like hours and hours. There was 12 rounds. It was just, I was so excited, and by like round 3, it was like, okay, dude, this is, I don't know who these people are. This is hard. But I had to like tough it out because it's like, I got to pretend I'm super into this.
I found our guy.
It was grueling, though.
Look at this. Mr. Tommy Eichenberg dropped 26 points, meets the Packer threshold for all the measurables.
Sorry, I missed it. What do we mean by dropping points?
Oh, his 2022 PFF grade was an 86.8, and he dropped down to 60.7.
I see.
2023.
Oh, so we're looking for the guys that had the good year prior.
Yeah, we're looking.
Yeah. For the last 10 minutes, we've been doing the Jaden Reed search.
Okay, I wasn't tracking with what that meant.
So he's a 7.87 RAS. Missed tackle rate of just 12%. Love to see that. Why do I have it formatted as a number?
Cool.
He has a missed tackle rate of 0.2.
There we go.
That's low. We like that.
Passer rating when
tackling
targeted
class.
of 100.5. That's a Mike linebacker if you ever seen one.
Yes, sir.
100.5%.
Percent. I should do that. I should make the non-percent columns percents.
Yeah.
Just expect people to understand what it is.
Yeah. Well, hey, you said it's 100% a Packer. I had to go there. It was too easy.
All right, let's see. We got 2 more positions. Cornerback. So Kalen King out of Penn State. I'm not sure there have been many corners that I have watched in a college football game in the last few years. Like during the college game, and hated them and said, like, I don't ever want to see this person in the NFL as much as Kalen King.
Wow.
Really hated watching him this year.
I can't wait to watch that. You know what that's going to be, JJ? That's going to be our
second round pick.
Nope. Who's a really good wide receiver we drafted that we both watched and were like, this guy is just the worst?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was a Christian Watson hater as a draft.
No, just last year. I can't think of his name. We drafted him. He's very good. Later round guy. Who's the wide receiver? Dontavian Wicks.
Yeah.
You sent me this and you were like, this guy sucks, right? And I watched it. I'm like, yep, this is the worst guy ever.
So look at Tyler's question. Guy like Reed or Wicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Wicks tripled his drop rate from 22 to 23.
Yeah, I mean, it was real rough. Like, he was bad that last year.
And, like, he was really good.
But he was dominant the year before, yeah.
Yeah, he was his wide receiver OPS, which Paul Noonan does. It was, like, off the charts, him and JSN. Back in, like, that spring when he charted a couple of guys for next year. I'm like, oh, yes, Wicks season. We're here. Then the season came along, and it was like, oh, this is not going well.
Well, I figured out what happened, Ryan. I figured out why you and I hated him, and everybody else loved him. So he shows up on the Packers 30 visit list, and so every Packers fan out there goes to YouTube, and they look up his highlights. And so they're seeing all the cool plays from his 2021 season. And you and I are like, okay, let's go look and see what his PFF was. Wow, this stinks. Let's go look at his like best and worst game according to PFF. Go watch the games, and you're like, there's nothing here. He's terrible.
I watched one game, and it was just kind of a very brief thing because he was outside of the top 100, so I was just kind of casually watching. There was one play that I watched that was like, oh, what was that? But I disregarded it because it was like, whatever. I mean, he might have some kind of ability in there, but he's obviously just taking plays off. Like, this is terrible. But I should have paid more attention to that one play with the movement ability that he had and realized that this guy has some potential. But I was just like, whatever. We're not going to draft him. He's outside of the top 100. Yes, JJ, you're right. He's freaking garbage.
So, we try and learn from that with Kalen King.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I didn't like about Kalen King watching him was, would you drink later? Thank you. Was, so he's like, I felt like he would like get beat and then he'd still be chippy afterwards and like jumping up down, like all hyper and like, I don't know, trying to start something. And it just rubbed me the wrong way because he had just gotten embarrassed. But like, isn't that still how you want your corner to react even when he's still getting beat? Is like still
probably
being himself and still being chippy.
You got to be a little bit of a D-bag if you're going to be a D-back.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, like, okay, looking at some of the stuff I don't like about him, like, all right, the 40 time, not good. But what do we know about 40 times? They're kind of not that useful in projecting out whether a guy is good. So
no
other numbers for this guy. He was a terrible tackler in 2023. Bad in coverage in 2023. Okay, maybe it was just a weird year. He's not much of a ball hawk. 18 plays on the ball in the last 3 years, which is low even by the standards of this class, which doesn't have a lot of ball hawking guys in it. Good size. 21% missed tackle rate. That's higher than I'd like to see. 82.4 passer rating, but we already acknowledged that he had a bad year in coverage and that it was not as good as the previous year. So like this shouldn't factor in. I don't know. There probably is something here. I should go watch his 2022 tape. That's what I should do.
That's what you got to do.
All right. We'll watch him and we'll determine if he's going to be cornerback who passed Green Bay thresholds is thin. Which guy are you talking? Who's thin?
No, I think he's saying the group of trues are a little thin.
It's a thin group.
Oh yeah, that's true at a lot of positions here. So we're just gonna remove the falses because the blanks are all like guys who mostly just don't have all their numbers in here. So,
and he had a really good 2022, didn't he? At Kalen King.
So there's actually quite a few guys here. Check this out. That's kind of a lot of corners actually. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid, Deuce Chestnut. What a name! Holy cow.
Baby.
Throw up the deuces.
What team is Deuce Chestnut? That's like a Saint. That's the New Orleans Saint.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
Deuce Chestnut.
Well, why is that? Because this school's LSU on there?
Maybe a Bengal. No, I'm just trying to think like
No, I'm just messing with
like
you.
you. Okay, so like Eric Armstead, like that dude just has like a bear's name, even though he's not a bear. Like that just sounds like a stereotypical bear.
Yeah.
Roland Wallace meets it.
Cam Hart and Kyrie Jackson.
Oh, look, Jake, it's your guy. Phillips.
My guy?
You were talking him up like 6 weeks
But
ago.
also, you said everybody's my guy, though.
There we go. Is he related to Joey Chestnut? That's the question.
Maybe.
I don't like Joey
He's
Chestnut
playing
for one reason.
Not to be this guy, but he is playing corner. So, not a slight to Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Like, you know.
Maybe they're distant cousins or something.
Perhaps, yeah.
So Adam points out that corner and edge groups are rough. So since he just talked about how many corners pass Green Bay thresholds, I will say at edge there's not a lot. That is a spot where there's very few guys.
I know one of them.
So you got 5 who have made
Yes.
everything. And if you add back in the blanks, it's still not a long list.
Yes.
So my guy Marshawn Nealon,
Yes.
big fan of him. If we took Marshawn Nealon in the first round, I could live with it.
No.
Kind of a small school guy, but I
think I
live with it.
could.
What's Braswell's size?
Braswell,
263, 251.
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna guess.
It's not terrible. I know I liked Braswell. It's been a while, but I remember I kind of liked him.
By the way, if you guys are,
is the big day 3 swing.
if anybody's
Makes no
confused
sense.
why my 1/8 of an inch column is weird, and you'll see like 9/8 of an inch, just shut up, okay? Math is hard.
Is there a 9 on there? I didn't see one yet.
I think they're filtered out now, but
Oh,
this is it's not 1/8 of an inch, it's 1/10 of an inch.
oh,
My fourth column is 1/10 of an inch. It's supposed to be 1/8 of an
interesting.
inch. Fortunately, most people don't know better, and so nobody ever says it, but
Yeah, I got you.
I still get self-conscious.
Eric Watts is the day 3 swing for sure.
Eric Watts.
Yeah.
Consensus 205.
Yeah. No.
832 RAS. All right, let's go check out some of his more interesting numbers.
274.
15% missed tackle rate. Again, with the freaking missed tackles being in points. Pressure rate, too. Only 11.5% pressure rate. That's a little underwhelming.
That's a day 3 pick. That's why.
That is a day 3 pick for
That's why it's a
sure.
day 3 pick. If you get high pressure rate at that size with that athleticism, he'd be going a lot higher.
All right, we've been talking about these draft picks so much. I'm like, my eye is twitching. I'm itching so bad to do a mock draft.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Are we just gonna do another like completely normal? Oh, Ryan, can you host this? We're gonna do another completely normal one, or are we gonna do offense only?
Whatever.
I feel like normal's probably a good way to go.
Dang it, Jake. All right, fine.
I just feel like the way this show's been going, we've been keeping it really low key. We've been kind of, we've been maybe a little less derailed. When we get like that, big, insane derailed, which I'm sure we'll be back next week at some point, then it's kind of like, all right, now we can. All right, chat, you're being crazy. All offense mock, you got it. We're like, this has been very nice, low key.
All right. So we got 12 for this. Says special teams only. All right.
Sick.
We got to determine the order. I'm really sick of going last, so I'm going to flip a coin first. So I
I'll
at least
call it
have
in the air,
50% chance of getting to go first.
How about this? I'll call in the air and get it wrong, and then I go third then again.
All right, fine. Okay, ready?
I'm going
3.
to call heads. It's going to be tails, and I'll be third.
It's flipping. So you called heads. It's tails.
See?
So you're third.
Exactly.
That's how you do that.
So here's the thing. Ryan has
Anything
gone
I'm
first
good at, I can
every
predict
single
being
time,
correct.
which means
Tails
Even-
never fails. What do you want me to do? Game's rigged.
The game's rigged. When I call tails,
Know how to
it's
play the
heads.
game.
I don't know what to do. I have no strategy. I have no strategy. Okay.
Tyler Dershel says only Cooper's draft, which I know there's 3 high Coopers, but we can't forget Ryan Cooper Jr., the cornerback out of Oregon State. So there's actually 4 Coopers we could draft from.
We would have to add him.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip. I get a 50% chance of going first, 50% chance of going
Just go
second.
first. It's fine.
I'm
Just
gonna
go first.
I'm going to call tails. No, this is coin flip is sacred. Tails.
It's gonna be. I knew that was. I mean, you had to know.
Yeah, come on. I said what was going to happen, JJ. I told you how this goes.
I'm
would
not
you like
whining.
to?
Look,
Would you like to just go first?
Yeah, come on.
No,
just go first.
I've already got him going
can't
first.
handle 7 years of bad luck. I have to respect the coin toss.
All right.
All right, so Ryan, the first pick is yours in our all Coopers draft.
Wait, what?
No, we're not doing.
No,
an
we're not
all
actually doing
Coopers
that,
draft.
Tyler.
Like, wait a minute.
All right, so you guys are
protest no Coopers.
Somebody keeping track of all these picks.
Yeah, I got them. Are we just gonna JJ? You're gonna be first then at 41. We're gonna go up that way. I'll be first at 58. Yeah,
Sure,
yep.
Sounds good.
I answered myself. Yep, we're doing that.
All right, go ahead, Ryan. Take your stupid pick.
I mean, Kool-Aid's sitting right there, but so is Brian Thomas. So I could just be that guy.
I got a hot take.
Well, all right, fine. I've been talking him up so much, I can't not do it. I'll just take Kool-Aid.
There it is.
I got to stay true.
I tell you, too old for this. I think he just sits there and like meditates on what would be the funniest comments.
He really does.
Very much so. The Bears
The Bears could draft
can
only
only do
their
it.
4 picks.
Yeah.
Well
they can
done, sir.
Only do it. That's great comment.
You win best comment
Yeah.
of the
100%.
night. You're not derailer of the night. We still need a
Yeah.
derailer, but you win best comment of the night.
Yeah.
The derailer of the night's the first person to dare to take a receiver. So,
I mean, it's probably going to be me.
Yeah, I
because-
mean, Jay, that's been his thing.
it's true.
Listen, I want the best players, and right now the best players are all guards and wide receivers. That's what this draft is.
JJ.
Fair enough.
JJ.
Lean into it.
JJ, I think our guy at receiver might be better than Brian Thomas Jr.
I'm trying to remember who our guy at wide
Our
receiver
guy.
is. We
I
have
took him
several.
in front of you. I took him in front of you.
Oh, yeah. You're
think he is.
freaking...
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that.
Might be a hot take. I think I think he's better.
I thought about
You guys
that.
got to let
like
us
a
in on the
random-
inside.
a random Tuesday. Javon Baker.
Javon Baker over Brian Thomas.
I
is
thought
my
about
hot
this
take.
on like a random Tuesday about how the previous day you had sniped him from me, and I started
It's a
seeing
hot
red.
take.
Javon Baker right here.
Yeah, it's a hot take, but I think
Wow.
that's gonna be my hot take.
Wait, I got a hot take for you.
Okay,
Keon Coleman will be a bust.
no,
Not a
that's-
Coleman fan, huh?
That take belongs in Antarctica, man.
Why does it belong in Antarctica? Everybody loves Coleman.
I think I see more people that do not like him than do.
He's terrible.
He's a big slot. That's the role.
Listen, there are some individuals out there who get Brian Thomas and Keon Coleman mixed up, and those people are the only people who would say they like Keon Coleman. He's terrible.
All right, so who's your pick? Who are you taking?
Ryan,
He's
are you
gonna
taking
make-
Kool-Aid?
Yeah,
he
I
did.
took Kool-Aid.
he took Kool-Aid.
Okay, well, you clicked him.
No, I didn't.
Oh, wait,
No, we
scroll
can't
up. Oh,
click
yeah,
him
okay.
because
I'm taking Latu.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, too.
All right. Sick. Johnny Newton.
Yeah. Jersan.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is so nice to not be the person writing down the picks.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just like
Hey, whoever's not
lazy
hosting
boys.
should do it. Should do it for sure. So I got you.
I'm gonna take Keon Cole. I'm kidding. Okay, scroll down.
Don't
Let's
you
see the
do
next
it.
list after Newbin.
I got it.
Everybody after Roman Wilson. Okay.
Roman is living up there in the 40s.
Scroll down a little more.
It's like being in the penthouse with $5.
All right, scroll to the very top again. I think I know
that's
who I'm
cool.
going to take.
Never mind.
All right. nobody's. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter because Ryan's going to win the Twitter poll anyways because he always does. So it doesn't even matter. I'm taking Bo Nix here because he's just the best player here. I'm sorry, I'm just doing it.
That's a good call, but you're definitely losing.
You've lost.
Yeah, I can't promise I'm going to win, but I know I'm not going to lose.
Ryan, you want me to secure the victory for you?
You guys want a?
I'm going to do it.
You finally have for the
take
first
Penix.
time ever.
Just take Penix and it's over.
I don't know if I go there.
Competent QB2. Actually, wait. Can I change my pick?
No,
no. It's like moving in chess. You said it.
No, you took your hand off the piece.
Can I change my pick?
No, you can tell everyone what you were thinking. You probably should have done instead, but your pick is Bo Nix.
My guy will still
It's
be
been
there.
typed.
All right, he'll still be there at 58. People are gonna hate the Bo Nix pick, but whatever.
All right,
My guy's
Ryan,
there at 58.
to secure Ryan's W in the mock draft, I'm going to take Adonai Mitchell.
Wow. All right.
Oh, you guys make this too easy for me. I swear. I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a fighting chance. Give me Zach Frazier.
Oh wow,
dude, they're gonna.
I do really like Zach Frazier.
They're gonna hate our 41. I think they'll hate mine the most. They'll take mine the most. This is the first time since we've started doing these mock drafts on the show where Ryan has not been solely trying to suck up to the voters. That's why. Okay, it's a combination of he just tries to suck up to the voters, and he has the bigger Twitter audience.
Well, no, I think it's just kind of like Ryan's like, you're gonna keep leaving me Tyler Nubin. I'll take Tyler Nubin.
Yeah, it's.
Right?
I mean, it's not that I'd pick people that I don't like. I mean, I do really like Edgerrin Cooper, and he was sitting there. Right. But I like Zach Frazier too. I've never drafted him. Let's do it. All right, so Jake.
Yes, 'tis me.
Whew. Newbie just sitting there with the third pick.
Start over.
You guys suck.
Wait, hey Jake.
Yeah,
Jake.
What's up?
Can you please take Tyler Nubin because I'm not going to take him, and I'm
not taking him.
I don't want Ryan to win.
I'm not taking him.
Take him. Listen,
no. I'm not taking him. I don't
know if I can not do it this time around.
He's gonna.
I will explore my options.
Take Tyler Nubin at pick 58.
Ryan picks ahead of you.
That's true. That's true.
So he'll take him, and then you won't have to.
All right, dilemma solved.
Yeah, I think
because my guy's not going to be there at 88. That's for sure.
I almost forgot who I took in the first round. I was like, oh, Chris Jenkins. Yeah, that sounds good. It's like, wait a minute, hang on, that's incorrect, you dummy.
I almost took Marshawn Nealon with my second pick, and then I realized I had taken Latu with my first pick. Can you imagine, like, even though those guys are probably both elite players, can you imagine how ticked Packers fans would be if our first two picks were both edge?
Yeah.
Tyler Dershel really hates our draft. You got a free vote if you drafted Cooper's right here in the comments.
I feel
still got BB sitting there.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that's why he's fantastic. I've like wanted to break down his film, but I'm like, he might have been Green Bay, so I don't want to wait on it.
Just draft Spencer Rattler already, Jake.
Oof.
Are you? Can I have your JJ pay counter, and I will.
Wait, what's your?
Give me
Ryan,
the JJ pay counter.
What's that woof for? You're like the biggest Spencer Rattler believer I know.
I am.
You're the only person I know who likes Spencer Rattler.
When have I ever said that? I haven't even thought about Spencer Rattler in 2 years.
Okay.
You have talked about him.
It must have been 2 years ago.
No, you talk about him all the time on the pod. So, you're always like,
no, I do not.
Absolutely. Back when you thought Jordan Love was like going to be a bust, you're like, or maybe we can get Spencer Rattler. You know, he's good.
Okay, so we're talking like 2 years ago then.
No, I'm talking about the middle of the 2023 season when you were frustrated.
No.
Yes.
No. The only thing I knew about Spencer Rattler was that he was a douchebag because of his comments. That is 100% fallacious. Jake, what's your pick?
I'm gonna take Junior Colson here.
Okay.
Linebacker from Michigan.
I will take Tyler Nubin.
All right.
Give me Max Melton. You're gonna have to scroll down a ways to find him.
You might as well just pick one of our guys, Ryan.
Wait,
I'd
is
like
he
to
gone?
Take the
Is
later
he
guy.
gone?
He might be gone.
Oh, that's
What?
hysterical. Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
I think he's gone.
Go to corner and just see if he's there.
Nope,
If
not
he is,
one.
don't draft him yet because I just realized I should look at something else first.
Yeah, he's gone.
What?
Take Kalen King if you
This
want.
list. On this list, I think he was sitting at 97.
He was in the 90s. I remember that. Yeah.
So you went
That's a tough scene.
6
That's
early.
a tough scene. They
Go to
Ri-
tackle real quick.
Ryan
There's
started
not
the
many
second
tackles
cornerback run at 25.
Yes, I did. I
And
apologize.
So,
That's on
everybody
me.
was like, nope, gotta do it. Boy,
This
that's
is
tough.
brutal.
He had the pick all set.
There are no good players left in the entire draft.
I'm done.
All right. Show
Give
me
him
the
Spencer give him
interior-
Penix.
Show you what?
Still available.
Interior line.
Mm,
Pander.
Too old for this. This is a lot of defense for an all offensive draft. I'm telling you, so we have to have the all offense rule.
Hey, the 41st pick was all offense. Everybody took offense. Everybody did.
Hate this. All right, go to all and then just start slowly scrolling. Let me see if there's anybody in this.
you are the
draft.
slowest.
Jonathan Brooks, Trey.
For somebody who already lost this game.
Reland Trice.
Spencer Radler.
Oh man!
If we
I
don't
already
have a-
took a quarterback.
Yeah, but if we don't have like an elite quarterback competition for QB2, what are we even doing?
Best player available.
There's no way I'm
Who
gonna.
cares if you take two quarterbacks?
There's 0% chance I'm getting the guy I want at 88. There's zero. I know it right now.
Give me Amagaji. He's pretty high
Okay.
up there.
Yeah. You want to take your boy Nealand, or is he already gone?
Colson here.
That's too late.
Did you draft 2 guys at 58, Ryan?
What?
Wait, Jake, didn't he draft somebody? He drafted Tyler Newbin at 58, didn't he?
Yeah, I drafted Colson though.
Oh, you drafted
Jake's
Junior
pick, yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Cole. That's a good pick. All right,
Oh, just like
Ryan, you're up first. In this.
I'm first. Okie dokie.
Just take Blake Corum and get it over with.
No.
I knew that there was
Take
no
Jonah
chance I was
Ellis. He
gonna
totally
get the
doesn't
guy I
suck.
wanted at 88.
I want to
knew
see.
it.
Oh, I could break some hearts here.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't gonna get who I wanted.
Oh, I just remembered there's
Oh.
something more fun.
What happened?
You kind
Oh.
of Purdue started. You needed to hurry out of there.
Let's see. I don't know about that.
You should draft a punter. That sounds
I
fun.
could draft a punter. It's a good point.
Draft Devon Foster. That's a similar name to Javon Baker. I bet he's good.
Boy.
I like him.
What about another? Well,
Ryan hogging the corners would be just a devastating thing. to
I'm
happen in this mock
I'm
draft, and
contemplating it.
know-
I don't have any names that are
Yeah, what stinks is like the top two are like
depth here.
good players. They're just small.
yeah.
That's the tough side.
Renardo Green plays like he just woke up pissed off every day.
I know.
I should take a linebacker. There's just too many I like left.
Matt LaFleur would like that.
I could load
That's
up
why I
on
drafted
IOL.
because I was concerned.
Do you guys like Lufau? People keep telling me he's a UDFA, and I'm not buying it.
You're saying he's much higher?
I think he's much higher than a UDFA.
I would be surprised if he was a UDFA, but
Do you think he goes earlier than the 6th round? Could you see him in the 5th?
maybe.
I gave you a lot of crap, and now I'm taking forever. I'm stuck here.
It is the worst thing in the world when you're on the clock and there's nobody left that you like.
I mean, it's just like everybody's kind of like.
I'm just not.
I feel like they'd all be better with like pick 91 or even 126.
I feel like this is how the 2020 draft fell for Brian Gutekunst. It was like
he just started trading back.
He was like, "Dang it, well, there's some guys that I thought would, be good like 4th round targets, but
should I take Jaden Hicks? I could do that.
That makes sense.
Do it.
Another safety.
Yeah, do
sense,
it.
Yeah.
It's a great pick.
I'll do it. I'll take Jaden Hicks. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, let me see. Go to all.
Tyler hates everybody. He wants his money. He wants a refund.
He's like, this all Cooper's draft sucks.
Yeah. Your all offense draft sucks. Your all Cooper draft sucks.
Like, stop drafting normally. Don't like
Start scrolling. Give me I don't know if I want to do this or not.
Take
All
Estime.
Right. I'm gonna take Bortolini right here.
Tanner.
He's probably way down there.
That's all right.
Just go to interior offensive line. You'll find out he's probably gonna be like the 10th guy.
Jake's still got to make a pick, right?
I do, but I know who I'm picking.
All right.
Dominic Puni from Kansas. Pick him in the 3rd round.
Just saw him there.
90% of the time, every time. So
just hit the X. If you hit the X, it just rejects all or just hides all of them.
okay. Oh no, JJ's.
Oh, this is me.
JJ's
Okay,
up.
let me see. Let me see the wide receivers, and then the interior offensive line.
Oh,
Dang.
I know. He's like 92, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think he's 92. That's
So let me see the interior offensive line. Yuck. Go to linebacker.
Holding strong.
All right, let's see tight end. Let's see if either of the tight ends are still left. Oh, let me see D-line. I haven't addressed that yet.
Crummety is a great name.
it is a great name.
Corner.
How was your day, Crummety?
He wakes up like every day's Crumbity. Offensive linemen are going to have a tough time out there.
All right, we're just not drafting any corners tonight. Let's see safety. Yes. Scroll down.
Yep.
Give me Oladapo here.
All
At
right. I should have started typing a long time ago.
I just know this is the one guy you guys are going to jump like 30 picks ahead for, so I have to jump 50 in order to get him.
I'm glad you did it because it would have been bad to get 3 safeties probably, but
I really want to do this, but I feel like that's just linebacker overkill, so I'm probably not going to do it. Even though I think it's a great 88-91 pairing. It's like an all-time 88-91 pairing for me.
Oh, man, our 88 and 91 going to be like a duo, something the way Musgrave and Kraft are. They probably are.
You know what? That's a good point. Can I go to interior offensive line? Let's do
88, 91. I could see this being a Wooden Brook situation.
If you hadn't taken Bortolini, I would have done both of those.
Suck it.
Can I see tackle? There might be a tackle that
there aren't.
Kicks inside better. Yeah. Give me Rosengarten.
Jake really wants a guy named Roger on our team. Wow.
Sure do.
Are we done with this round?
No, you have somebody at 91.
I got to pick.
You do, yes.
Okie doke.
For quick info, the last 5: Hicks, Bortolini, Puni, Oladapo, Rosengarten.
We have as many people watching on my X account as everything else combined.
X do be putting those.
We're not going to get
bots
any
to
comments
work.
from it because it's all bots.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
It's a layup for you if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if anybody needs help, it's Ryan with his.
Listen, I would have taken him
It's his all-pro fan favorite.
if I hadn't taken him. I mean, if I hadn't taken Coulson, I would have taken him at 91, no questions asked. But
Did I have I taken offensive line yet?
You took Frazier.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought I did and I couldn't think who it was. Okay. That's good.
We got some breaking news as of 4 minutes ago. The Packers have invited a guy named Mema Nyongmeta to their local pro day.
Mema Nyongmeta. Nice.
He's got an RAS of 1.13.
There's just room to grow there.
But he's a Wisconsin linebacker. I think clearly what happened is Goody was watching this live stream and he heard Ryan talking about the Wisconsin linebackers. He's like,
get him on the phone.
Did I even think about Maymon Young? I didn't think about him.
Yeah.
He calls him up. He's like, hey, you want to come to this local pro day?
Heck yeah.
Heck
yeah.
Take Spencer Rattler and get it over with.
Just give me Ben Sinnott.
No! He's not even your favorite linebacker on this list. Jared Wiley is sitting right there.
Jared Wiley's my guy. I think
Wiley.
The only issue is when you look at what tight end we're looking for. Wiley to me is
just take Wiley. It's not even a debate. Just take it.
More Musgrave to you?
It is Musgrave, yeah. He's a Musgrave. That's my only issue. And Sinnott or however is like the missing piece.
Yep, I
he's your H-back.
Yep. This has happened twice at 91.
It's a C, so you didn't miss out on anything. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
No big deal.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. He's on NFL Mock Draft database. He's an A+ in Packers' hearts.
He's an A+ in my heart.
I was gonna say, don't let Renardo Green get to me at 126.
Okay.
Almost did. It did. Yeah, it said all right, bet. Can I see corner really quickly?
You may.
Yeah, let's get Halfley's boy.
Who's that?
Elijah Jones.
All right.
I have heard some things about their relationship. I do not think he's going to end up in Green Bay.
All right, so I would like. I said. I meant to say Jarvis Brownlee Jr. That's what I meant to say.
Simple slip of the tongue. You know, they rhyme.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other on the board. Both their logos have some shade of red.
Yeah.
So
here's the. All right. I can't say everything on the live stream, but some stuff happened. And Elijah Jones got benched for the conclusion of the season, like the last 3 or 4 games of the season by Halfley. And the word on the street from the Boston College angle is that Halfley would argue against having Elijah Jones in the building.
Good to know. Off the board.
So not physically possible to take him is what I'm hearing.
Watch this just be an elaborate ruse for me to take him at 120.
Right? He just slides in. I'm taking Elijah Jones.
All right. That'd be a sick elaborate ruse.
It would be.
I'm going to believe you, though. That
there would be steam coming out of Jake's ears.
No, that's okay.
I would text him up a week from now and be like, hey, yo, you want to get on the Derailed live stream? And he would just block my number.
Can I see safety then? Since I can't.
Just FYI, Oladapo's not actually there, Jake, because somebody extremely handsome and smart
him, so
took him first. You can't overdraft safety 1.
You can, and you might have.
You hear that, Ryan? Jake is a Oladapo hater and doubter.
That's what I heard.
Let's see here. Nah, let's take Brownlee Jr. then.
What? Jake, I'm just looking at the thing you sent us here. The proposed trade of the T. Higgins for 2 second-round picks.
Yeah.
The dude's not even like under contract. What are we doing?
I know.
He's a wide receiver too.
It's a hilarious bit.
I'm just curious. Is he under contract? He is.
I mean, has he signed?
Oh, did they franchise tag him? They franchise tagged him.
Yeah.
They're paying him $21 million. He's not under contract next year. Over the cap has him value. Their valuation on him is $5.5 million. He's making 21.8.
Yeah, it's a lot of dollars. That's why I said the Bengals should just trade him and get a guy for, $20 million less.
They should trade him, and if the Packers give up 2 second-round picks for him, I will drive to Brian Gutekunst's house.
I wouldn't go further. Don't go further. Don't go further.
I will
don't go
paintball his front door.
Okay. Ryan, who you like here at 126?
Boys are starting to go here. Just oh man.
We all know what you're gonna do. Just do it.
I don't even know. I'm torn.
I've already
between...
typed it in.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I hope you got the right one. Give me Eichenberg.
Yep.
Okay.
I typed it in.
Look at that.
It was last minute. I was last second deciding which one to go with.
Yeah, it's not an easy call, honestly. This is where I start to like the linebackers a lot more. Once we get to 91 and
really
beyond,
like
I'm
these guys.
Ooh, yes, give me one.
Wallace, Eichenberg, Ford.
This is a great spot to start taking linebackers because here's the thing: they're not terrible players. I just don't think there's like top end linebacker talent in this draft. No, but here we're looking at the 4th round. This is fine. I'll take this. Is it me or Jake next?
It's you. I already took Brownlee.
I just forgot what I was going to take. Can you go to all? I had a guy picked out. Scroll down. Oh, Estime. I'm taking Estime here. 4th round, Estime. I think that's fine.
Are we concluded with this?
Yes.
I'm all twisted around with where we're at.
Oh, so now it's my pick next.
Is it?
Which, let me see the linebackers.
It's not.
It's not?
It's Ryan's.
Ooh. You can just double up and get Jalen Ford too? Back to back?
That's tough.
I don't hate it.
I don't either, Ryan. I kind of like it. I probably would have taken him.
I'm going to do it.
All right.
Dang. That's too tasty to pass up.
Let that be a lesson. Make sure you know you're on the board. Make sure you know it's your pick. Because if it's not, you know how it goes on derailed.
Hey, you could go back to back with Garendo here.
I think I'm fairly good at player evaluation and then terrible at drafting. That's what I think. I think my big board is solid.
Like, I'm on the board, baby. Bring up linebacker.
Suck
it's like, oh crap, I'm not on the board. That's like when you're in fantasy football, right? It's like the 3rd or 4th round. And you think someone has already picked in front of you, and you're like, yes.
Tip your hand.
Give me like Olave or something like that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not kidding.
For whoever you like, and someone goes, oh, that's a good idea. And they haven't picked yet, and you're like, I'm done.
I choke so hard in my fantasy drafts. I choke like crazy. So, like mid-season, I'll go back and look at like the list I put together, like ranking all the players. And I'm like, no, this actually holds up. But then you look at the guys I drafted, and I just choked in the moment, over and over again. Let me see the D line. Give me Christian Boyd.
How is he here?
You suck it. That's why.
Jake, yeah.
How are you available? What are you doing here?
It's getting tense now with like 5 guys left that we like.
What are you doing?
It's getting a little chippy.
Don't take my punter.
Okay. Can I see safety?
Mm-hmm. Bo Braid, sucker.
Wait, isn't Bo Braid a Jake guy? I think he is.
So give me Mustafa.
James
I feel
Williams.
like I think you're just trying too hard. You're trying to prove that I don't know who your guys are.
Have I drafted any of my guys tonight? Who
I don't know who you drafted. Read off your draft picks. Ryan's been the predictable one. You and I both called Eichenberg, and he's like, "Well, I don't know who I'm going to pick yet." We're like, "Yes, you're going to pick."
I picked Ford like the last couple times, so I didn't.
So read off yours there, Jake.
It's Johnny Newton, Adonai Mitchell, Junior Colson, Dominic Pooney, Roger.
Pooney, you take every single time.
This is true, but what if it's just because the value is good every time?
Yes, but you consider the value good because you love him more than the draft boards ever love him.
That's how you end up with a guy all the time.
88 versus 96, 92 on PFFs. I mean, it's right around there. Rosengarten, Brownlee, and then Mustafa just now. Now I'm up at 202.
Okay.
So, I mean, Jerzan is obviously your
guy.
Dang.
Is he my guy, or was he,
Wait, did everybody pick it 169?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jalen Ford, Christian Boyd, Malik Mustafa.
Oh, that's right. All right. And then who's up Boyd? First? 202 here.
Me. I would just like to try to understand what's going on here. Why Boyd is still available at 202.
Oh, Joe Milton is sitting right there. Your guy.
I thought about Michael. What are you talking about? JJ's just trying to find a way to piss me off because of the Javon Baker thing a few drafts.
I feel like
that's very understandable.
I feel like saying, "Oh, you're trying to piss me off" is like code for I'm pissed off.
We did see Boyd's testing today. That's what I was trying to find. The 308 RAS was not ideal. Don't care. He's good. That was a great pick by JJ.
Cam Kinchins, nobody remembers him anymore because he had a bad RAS, but dude's a freak.
Everybody's going to forget about Boyd. That's perfect. Goody, scoop him up where JJ did.
That's why everybody hates my boy Rakestraw now.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, I always hated Rakestraw.
Yep.
He's tiny.
I get it.
He's tiny. I don't like tiny corners.
He's tiny?
JJ likes him big.
Tiny. He's like 175 pounds or something stupid.
I got 183.
That's pretty light.
Yeah.
I would just I think
it's on the big side of small corners.
Yeah, to me tiny is Jacob Cowling.
165.
He's like 168.
So listen, if you're to put any stock in like the quote unquote Packers thresholds, they haven't taken a corner who's under 184, and they barely do it between 184 and 189. So
what's Jair?
It's like
Jair's thing was height, not weight.
Yeah, I think Jair
just curious.
was like 193, 194.
Okay.
I want to say
here it was
196. Wow, yeah.
Oh wow,
yeah.
He was just 5'10" and a quarter. Yeah, that's pretty.
It was the height was the only thing that was not.
Jair kind of thick.
Well, and see that's the thing is I don't mind the short guys if they're muscular and fast.
That's how I feel about running backs. I don't know about corners,
I was going to say
though.
the same thing. Yeah, running back, it makes total sense. Speaking of,
sorry, I know we were talking about corners.
I didn't hear you, Jake.
My mind flipped over to running back when I made that comment.
Yeah,
no, I didn't hear either of you. You said tight end.
What's available at running back? Could it be? Could it be? Could he be available? He's available. I'm taking him.
I saw him before and I clicked off real fast. Like nobody saw that.
He's available.
So watch this. Ryan and I are like salivating over Lauby, and then Jake's gonna be like, "Give me Tyrone
Tracy." Exactly.
I thought about it for a second, but I would like to apply for the Dylan Lauby train. I know it's getting pretty full, but there's a ticket
as like an
still
RB2, maybe RB3, if he's like a rotational guy who only needs like 8 to 11 carries per game.
I have a
you
question.
may submit your application to me if you're interested in joining.
All right. But JJ, can't I get excited about that player catching the football out the backfield, running some routes?
Wait, why are you asking me for permission to get excited about it? Of course, you should be super
Well, no, I'm
excited.
just saying. You're saying like you you're just kind of like, yeah, he's a good rotational player, but it's,
No.
Can I
I'm
get excited?
saying like,
I want to get excited though.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying like,
I took him from Ryan. I'm excited.
if you're not drafting him,
if
you're not drafting him to be like your workhorse, then you shouldn't
no.
have any concerns.
Right.
Because all of the concerns are like, stuff that he does that's going to cause extra wear and tear on an already small body.
For sure.
But if he's not your workhorse RB1, no concerns.
Yeah, we got 2 hammers, so I feel good. Oh, feels good.
Remember when the Packers were going to play Jones and Dillon on the field at the same time? We were going to have this thunder and lightning, and like people were going to like
the pony package.
Always guess wrong, and then Matt LaFleur's like, meh. Nah.
It's like we tried that pony package thing in preseason. I hated it. We're not doing it.
We tried it one time against my defense, and it almost worked. And I know that our defense is not that good, so
there you go.
All right, so you're taking Lobby, and Ryan's up next.
It is you.
It's me.
You can't get excited. I'm not.
Finally.
Don't worry. I'm not trying to make you pick.
All right. Let's start it all and scroll down a little bit. Let's see who's available here. I don't even know who is still left. Keep going. I hate all these guys. Ugh.
Oh, I screwed up. JJ, do you want Lauby? He's yours if you want him.
Wait.
You took your hand off the piece. I don't want to hear it.
Hang on, scroll up. I want to try and figure out who he's looking at.
No. You were first at this pick.
Jake,
no, he's not.
He is, yeah. He is.
Oh, that's what you're saying you screwed up about? I thought you saw a player.
Oh,
no. I'm saying if you want Lauby, JJ, he's yours.
Oh.
Let me look and see if I see any players I want more than Lauby.
After you just said, no, these guys all suck.
I know who I'm taking. That's fine.
Dang, Rasheen Ali, son, get you some.
I haven't even seen him. All right, stop. I can't read that fast. All right, go ahead and scroll down.
This is a tough moment.
Go to linebacker real quick.
I got really excited I was going to take him.
You did?
It was very sad.
Good. I missed the linebacker. Boys, we're just going to play like a 4-2-5 defense all year.
What?
Give me...
No.
This is picked over. Go to interior offensive line. There's got to be somebody left. Matt Lee. I already took Tanner Bortolini. Let me see wide receiver.
Is he still here?
Just looking for the deepest positions on the team of the draft. Wow, I don't like anybody. And I know that the guy I'm thinking about is still going to be there at 202. So, all right. So, is it actually officially my pick instead of Jake's?
It is. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, go ahead and give me a Lauby then.
Okay.
I don't think there's anybody else who I feel more excited about than Lauby at this pick.
Gonna be upset if Ryan takes the guy in front of me now that I want.
Oh, I'm up.
Which is very, very likely, I think.
Oh, it's Joe Milton. Take Joe Milton.
Shut up.
You couldn't pay me.
I'm
couldn't pay to take Joe Milton.
No.
It sucks because I like Braid and Williams, but I think I've doubled up on safety already, and I don't want to take a third.
Have you?
Didn't I? Or no?
He's been saying that for like 3 rounds. He's been saying he has multiple safeties, or 3 picks, anyways.
Oh yeah, you do have Newman and Hicks. That's right. You did it early.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay. I forgot about that.
That's right.
Trying to think what I don't have yet. I know I need a running back.
Just casually, almost at 2 hours on live stream.
It's all very casual.
Doubled up on linebacker.
Have you drafted a long snapper yet, Ryan?
Shut up. Wiley's hanging out.
I know, man. Just staring at you.
I wish I knew more about these guys because I'd like to get another corner.
Well, Jake's next pick is going to be Dwight McLaughlin. He's not denying it either, which means it is. Dude, the draft
I just
board.
don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. The way that draft board has fallen tonight has just been horrible.
I don't hate Dylan Johnson. It's just not exactly what I'm looking for. But I think what I'm looking for is gone.
Do you think the Packers would take a 239-pound edge in this new defense?
Yikes.
If they were playing him at linebacker, sure.
Boy. You know what? Give me Tyrone Tracy. Hot take. He's going to be...
Shut up.
He's going to be the new kickoff rule. Kick return extravaganza guy. He's going to be that dude.
He could.
All right, I'll take that.
That's what it's going to be.
I thought you were about to make fun of Jake saying, doing the whole thing about the wide receiver versus running back last week, where Jake and I couldn't shut up about it.
That he's going to convert, you mean?
Right.
I am going to take. Yeah, Bo Braid this late. I'll back-to-back safety it.
You going Bo Braid?
I am, yeah.
Like it.
So is it a new round or is it me?
It's new round.
Is it you this time, Jake?
Now
Officially?
Yes, now it's officially me. I'll take. Can I see interior offensive line really quick? Yes. So
the 239-pound edge rusher I just mentioned played one snap as a outside linebacker this past year.
Oh, can I also see a linebacker really quick? Yeah, I'm gonna go Nathaniel Watson.
Oh no!
Yikes!
No!
Never. Put me in the never column for Nathaniel Watson.
Yes. The good news, Ryan, is on my team. He will be backing up Quay Walker on the will. But we need him as a backup there. So we will do that.
Who's up next?
Is Isaiah McDuffie going to be our starting Mike linebacker this year, do you think?
For my team, he's not at the moment, but it's very possible. I don't think there are a lot of true Mikes in this draft, and that's concerning.
There's maybe three.
3.5, something like that.
Okay, so I got Junior Colson, Tommy Eichenberg.
Yeah.
And
then I give a half point to three others.
So hang on, let me see if I can figure out your three others. Are they all later guys?
No.
Is Jalen Ford one of them?
He is.
Okay. Not a later guy. Oh, you're not thinking Cedric Gray, are you?
Yep, that's one of them. 2
for 3. Dang. Well, Nathaniel Watson.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's not him.
Gosh, I don't
know. I'm going to take Bub Means, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Jake, give me a conference.
Oh, can I give you a conference?
Oh, so it's JD Bertrand.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, he's in a conference. I just feel like if I give you the conference, it's a giveaway, probably.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
He's
here.
in a Power 5 for sure.
Power 5. So let's see. We got big.
Well, actually, there's probably another guy maybe.
Power
That is
5.
now crossing my mind. That might be.
Man, I don't know because we got a Pac-12. Wait, we have an ACC guy in here. Ooh.
Perhaps.
I already said Cedric Gray.
You did.
Power 5?
Yeah.
Got to be ACC. I give up.
You know, who can say what it might be?
Snake. Who is it?
It's Wallace from Kentucky.
Oh, he was staring at me right in the face.
Yeah, I thought I was like, if I said
the freaking face.
Yeah, I was like, if I say SEC, I feel like he's gonna get it immediately.
I think that I just I think my brain just shut off.
You're on a roll. You're rolling through that.
Well, and they've met with Wallace like 3 times now, so
yeah, I think very possible.
All right, whose pick is this? It's me.
Yes.
Gosh. Ryan, just scroll. I'm just gonna take the first guy who we haven't drafted, who I don't hate.
Perfect.
Ooh,
Tip Riemann.
Tip Riemann is tempting. Oh, whatever. Just give me Matt Lee, I guess.
Oh, you sucker.
Okay, wait. Tell us about Matt Lee because I like him.
Come on.
But I want to hear why you like him.
Come on, JJ. That was the thought I was gonna give it 219.
So come on, tell us about him.
That's so
what do you like about him?
Frustrating. That's so frustrating. Well, the obvious thing is like he's I mean, this is like tailor-made potential Green Bay center for one, but two, it's I think it's like watching him against Florida State and Clemson. I was very pleased with how he performed against probably the best competition he's was ever going to play at Miami. You know, when you have to play against Fisk, when you have to play against both Aurora and Tyler Davis, like the fact that you're playing well against like top competition for one is a huge deal.
Do you like?
I just feel like he's well rounded. I don't think there's like anything where I'm like, this like he's terrible at this, but like it just feels like Stu can just hang. Whatever you're asking from.
Are we done with this round?
Yes, it is. It is you on the next one, Ryan. So you'll be first.
Okay.
Oh, that was very upsetting. It was like I've taken 2 offensive linemen. That's my third right there. Nobody's gonna.
Yeah.
Matt Lee's short shuttle is terrible.
It happens.
4.69.
It happens.
Hi. Just give me Drake Nugent.
Ryan, are you at the point in this draft where there's nobody less that you or like no?
More or less. I've been kind of eyeing Nugent for a little while, but it's not really based on anything.
How many picks do we
other
have?
than I know him?
I think we have just 2.
2. Okay, I can survive 2. So, Jake, are you on the clock?
It's you, JJ.
It's me. Okay, show me safety. I haven't taken any safeties.
But you did. You took Oladapo.
Yeah, that was Ryan Poles. Too old for this.
You did.
Can I see safety?
Oladapo.
Oh, I did. Can I see safety, anyways?
Proctor.
Give me Proctor as a special teamer. Screw it. Why not?
All right. I have to go figure out this whole offensive line situation that JJ has now put me in. Because okay. Can I see tackle as well, really quick?
Dude, there's well, Travis Glover, Julian Pearl.
See, the problem is like Green Bay wants tackle experience, but also like I would like somebody who could play inside.
Oh wait, pause. So where is he? 346. Giovanni Manu out of British Columbia. So this dude played Canadian college football at like one of the 2 college football teams in all of Canada.
Yeah.
And like every NFL team went to his pro day. and he tested pretty darn good. This is an interesting guy. So the Packers did have a representative there.
Let's do it.
And
Done.
Let's do it. I don't think they're gonna end up drafting him, but what the heck? Let's get a new name.
We've reached the what the heck version of the draft or point in the draft.
It's like just get it. Let's get a new name.
Did we finish 245?
Yes.
Did you draft somebody?
Yeah, he drafted Nugent immediately.
Oh, okay. All right, so we each get one more. Is this me first?
Yes.
Jake, can you just run through the positions I've drafted?
Yes. Edge, quarterback, tackle, interior line, safety, running back, defensive tackle. I lost my spot. Running back, center.
I took 2 running backs. Who's my Estime and Lowry?
Yeah.
Ryan, just go to interior offensive line. I desperately need more help here. Did we draft Trevor Keegan yet?
No.
Can you scroll down real quick? Oh, CJ Hansen. Give me CJ Hansen. That's what I want. Holy cross.
I would like Eric Watts. Let's improve on that 11% pass rush win rate, shall we?
Packers have met with Hansen 3 times, including sending Luke Butkus to his pro day. So,
Did I ever get a
intrigued.
Did I ever get a second corner, Jake?
Did you get a second corner?
I don't think you did.
I don't think I
we
was
just talked about it.
pondering
I
it.
think
I
you
don't
did.
think so.
Means Tracy for Eichenberg. No, you have not.
Why are the Jake books always lower than?
I was wondering about that. I could just bring it up, but
I think that's got to be what the total is. I'm sure.
Like in all of history, like in perpetuity.
I don't know. Maybe
no, like since this round or whatever, it was lower. I don't know why.
I don't remember why either.
I don't know. I'll just bring it up.
You can bring it up, but don't take it from my pay counter. I have chickens to feed.
Yeah.
Can you hear my chickens? They won't shut up. They're so loud in here.
Very vaguely, yeah.
There's 11 chickens in my office.
I don't
can
like
kind
it.
of.
Don't like it.
only if I'm like really like listening for it.
Somehow our view count just keeps going up as the draft gets
Right.
longer.
You should just leave this run and just see if we can get to like 5,000. We'll wake up tomorrow and it's got like
I'll do another
5,000
one,
people.
folks. You stick around. I'll keep the lights on.
We got to give. We should try that. You know, what we should try one time. We each do individual streams and we'll just keep it going
It's not a bad idea.
and just see how high we can take it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, is that at some point, like it's going to be a handoff from one guy to a different guy, and then the stream is just going to be dead, and then that guy's going to realize that nobody likes him.
I've wanted to do a mock draft marathon for a long time.
The view counter keeps going up since I've started talking to you.
We should do a full 7-round, 32 team mock draft,
Okay.
and it'll be like a 24-hour. Get
We're
your
gonna have to
Monster Energy drinks.
We're going to have to get more than one super chat every 2 hours in order for me to sign up for that.
Yeah, I'm just curious about the counter. See how
I'll
that
just
goes. And
show up.
we can pass it off. We can take breaks. We'll just share a spreadsheet or something.
3 a.m. We're going to be like, yo, Clayton, you up?
Right.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Can I phone a friend? Give me a corner that you like. Either one of you. That if you know any
Devonshire.
of these guys.
Devonshire. If I had another pick, I would take Devonshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can go like all of the day 3 picks for like at DB for Pittsburgh, they all stick in the league. Like all of them do.
Done.
Fun
all
fact,
do.
Ryan Watts there was at Ohio State, and he got passed by all the young guys, so he left.
Fair enough.
Ryan Watts and
Then he
Legend
went to
Cavazos, and they were like the highly touted like next guys up, and then they just never played ever. And Ja'Kalen Johnson and Jordan Hancock and Denzel Burke, and there's only 2 of those guys left. Jake, would Denzel Burke be a first rounder in this draft if he had stayed, if he declared this year, or no? Yes or no? What about this? Would he fall past the second round?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I was trying to decide. I'm like, could he sneak in around 1? Is he more top 40, 45, probably 50? Yeah.
Do I have any picks left?
No, we're done.
We
did
done?
it.
That's it.
Time for me to go to bed.
We did it.
Yeah, man. Let's go to bed.
I
mean, not together. I just mean individually.
It took 2 hours, but somebody did it. Welcome to Derailed.
Yeah, I finally did it.
Why can I not think?
But
What's the guy's name?
Policy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm picturing his goofy face, and I cannot for the life of me think what his name is. See if I can find it. Here we go. Here's a picture I've never used before. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is good. All right. Oh, man. I got to zoom way out to even fit it on the screen. Holy cow. There we go. All right. Share. Tap. All right. So if you're new here, we're doing the outro right now. So love you all. Thanks for joining us. And in the words of the late great Mr. Ed Policy, go pack